not going. Okay, we are live now. Excellent day to you all from everywhere you're listening to me from. Here is Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmos, United Nations Ambassador for Quality and Affordable Education in Africa, UN Diplomat on Government Bilateral Trade, the Global President of the Global Clusters, the first nation-building social media platform on earth. And one of the aspects, proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa, one of the aspects we're about to look at today is an aspect that is an integral part of nation building, which is food security, non-oil export, and all of the opportunity that is therein, and real estate. We have our O01 in the person of Dr. Sheyi Makinde. Is here to educate us. He's a champion on this field. He knows his onions and he knows how to go about it. If you have any of your land and you want us to help you implement A.R.E, he is open to give you every accurate information. And it's equally the MD of Goodmost Investment Limited and is the O01 of A.R.E concept of the global clusters. Dr. Sheyi Makinde, we're here to learn from you. Over to you, sir. And I want everyone to know that this meeting will always come by every Thursday, 12 p.m. You understand? Don't miss it. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, good evening, morning from everywhere you are listening to me from. My name is, as my global president has explained, as my global president has introduced me, my name is Dr. Sheyi Makinde. I am the O01 A.R.E concept of the global clusters. I am equally certified by International Trade Center as a certified internationalization and digitalization of business. So if your business is operating only in Nigeria, then you need to do more to make sure your business goes global. So if you need a packaging, you want to understand the procedure and you want to understand how to make your business to go internationally, then we are here for you, very, very much here for you. Then, no matter the product that you are selling or that you are into, one thing I want to assure you is that there's always a place to sell your product in the international market and in international platform. The truth of the matter is, based according to what the global clusters is promoting accurate knowledge, promoting accurate information, and promoting accurate connection. Knowledge is power. Information is the bridge between where you are and where you ought to be. Then, to whom you are connected to determines what you collect. Number one, knowledge is key. You need knowledge of that your business. You need to have knowledge, very deep knowledge, because what you are selling is value. People will not exchange their money. They will not give you their hard-earned resources unless you are offering value. Unless you are offering value. Then number two, information. Like this same information you are going to be getting here. They are valuable information that you're going to be getting, and the valuable information that you'll be getting from here, I'm telling you, after going through this series of mentorship, you can never remain the same. And that is the truth. Let me tell you, Nigeria is ready. Please, let's mute ourselves. Nigeria, if we have the willingness, our government have the willingness, please let's mute ourselves to avoid the return back of voice. If our government has the willingness to move this economy to the next level, let me tell you, we don't need to spend up to 250 something years that it took USA to get to where they are going today. All we just need to do is to adopt their model, review their model, and integrate that model into our own system to work with our system. That is the only thing we need to do. And the same thing I want to tell you this afternoon, that I have the wealth of knowledge. I have acquired this knowledge over time, and I have this expertise. You going through this kind of mentorship, this program, always coming and available on this program, you will discover that it will take you a lesser time to achieve the same kind of results I can achieve. And that is where the place of connection comes from. And this program will be coming live every Thursday like this by 12 noon, courtesy the global clusters. Please, I want you to say a very big thank you to Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, the global president, a UN ambassador, and the 001 of the global clusters. I want you to say a very big thank you, because this platform is really giving people the opportunity to have access to life-changing opportunities. And these life-changing opportunities will transform Nigeria, will transform Africa, and will also transform the global space. It will seriously transform it. So I welcome you once and a million times to the program of today, which is termed Start Local, Go Global. Start Local, Go Global. Now, I want to tell you that if your business is still operating only in Nigeria, you are limited, very, very limited. Let me tell
I think our 001 is having network glitch. So why is coming in? I know he will be trying to come in again. Um, let us ensure that we share the Zoom link. It's A.R.E Concepts, a great real estate and export. It's something that every youth should be here. We have created a concept that will engage so many youth, not just in Nigeria. Yes, Dr. Shimakinde is back. Over to you, sir. Over to you, sir, Dr. Shimakinde. Hello, Dr. Shimakinde, over to you. Hello, I can see him. Maybe because of the weather. Oh, it's the weather. The network. The network is not stable, and we're getting great value here. Although you will have opportunity to have a review, I need please Tennessee. Mr. Oluwafunmilayo, please take note of everything that is being discussed on today's Zoom and give me a review. You drop a review, you understand, after the meeting. Um, it's a network glitch from our speaker, and what we're speaking on is a Greek real estate and exports. You know, currently, the place of feeding our nation is very, very important. The place of a Greek is very, very important right now, considering the non-oil export, looking at the current government policy, we need to take advantage of this. Every one of us needs to connect with our friends and family and let them consider having a piece of the heart for a Greek purpose. Then later on, it can even be converted. Most of the places that now become a place that people live right now used to be for farming. Used to be a bush. So the place of the A.R.E concept of the global clusters is to ensure that we produce food for the locals and food for the international community. And it's to ensure that this place equally acts as an hub to promote food security in the Federal Republic of Nigeria and in the United States of Africa. We are the global clusters. We created the latest nation building social media platform. And what we're looking at first is implementing this. So Dr. Shema Kinde will be coming in shortly. Okay. Are you there,
Yeah, I'm
Dr.
here.
Shema
I'm
Kinde?
here. Sorry, the network logged me out, and I've been in the waiting room since.
Go ahead,
So
sir.
sorry. Yes. So, like I said, if you are doing your business only in Nigeria, and at the end of the day, you are only limited to earning in Nigeria, then your business is limited. Your business can be affected by the economic situation of Nigeria. But if you're on the global space, you will discover that you will have larger market share, expanded market share, and you will be able to have access to wider markets. Then either whatever the economy of your country is, that is, it doesn't matter what the economy of your country is like. All you just need to do is to leverage on the other markets that are operational. And having this knowledge of doing business in the global space made us to come together and bring up this concept of the agri, real estate, and export, aggregating these concepts together to make sure that these concepts become one. It becomes a combo package, whereby once you buy into the concept of the A.R.E, you are buying into agri, you are buying into real estate, and you are buying into exports. In fact, the way you are going to be buying into these three things is going to be in a very streamlined way. that you don't even need to have any form of experience. You don't need to have that kind of huge capital that you need to operate, and you are not going to be operating alone. You are going to be operating, you are not starting from 0 point, you are starting from experience point. And that is the truth. You are starting from experience point. Let me read the background of the study that led to A.R.E. There was a research I conducted some 2 to 3 years ago, and I come to realize that based on the variable that we use in this research, the variable is AGX is there, that is a Greek export, crop is there, that's CRP, and also livestock is there, LIV is there. Livestock and crop is they are there, and AGS. And we also look at what another thing is capital formation. Capital formation was there. I'm going to explain each of these variables. Capital formation was there, and also manpower, that's human capital, is also there. Now, we made research on this, and that research was titled The Impact of Agriculture on the Nigeria Economic Growth. The impact of agriculture on Nigeria economic growth. Now, let me tell you that before the oil boom, agriculture has been our major mainstay, our source of foreign exchange earning. And if you look at what has been done with agriculture, the peace of mind we had with agriculture, you will discover that there was another study that says that is oil boom a blessing or a curse? Is it a blessing to the Nigeria economy or a curse to Nigeria economy? It's not a curse, but it was really mismanaged. If you look at a country like the UAE, they had oil, but they, instead of just depending on oil only and have a mono economy, what did they do? They had a vision, and they decided to reinvest the money from oil and transform their country into one of the best tourist attraction centers in the world. They transformed it, and the money they generated from tourism alone makes that place to what? It helps them to diversify their economy. The same thing with China. China made decision 30 years ago, and they decided to move from the third world to the one of the biggest economies in the world. And the GDP of China is like even the level of exportation of China is really threatening the US in their level of exportation. Things that they export out of China, things that was exported out of China, and things that China earns from exportation, you will discover that they are really competing with the US, and the US has to brace up to be able to meet up with China. China made the decision that they are going to produce everything they need in China. They are going to harness their resources. One of the resources they have is their population. And they were able to train people, build their capacity, and those people that they built their capacity and was trained were able to what? Increase their GDP, produce in China, and they were able to export to everywhere in the world. A company that is not ready to export, that is a closed economy, a closed economy. A country that is a closed economy can never grow. The world has become the world of specialization and exchange. You have to specialize in those things that you have comparative advantage on. And one of the things that Nigeria has a very, very strong comparative advantage, and Nigeria can specialize on, is this agriculture. We can leverage on it, and Africa too can specialize in this agriculture. We can leverage on agriculture in the sense that our blessing is in there. Our soil is a blessing. Our water is a blessing. Our hair is a blessing. Even Even the sunlight that we have is a blessing. It's a blessing. All these things are blessings to us. And I want to assure you that if you leverage and concentrate on what you have, you develop what you have. You are able to develop it to the extent that you can leverage on what you have. You will discover that you can make more in life. You will go far in life. Leverage on your strengths. One of the strengths we have is that we have a good soil, we have a good water, and we have sunlight that can help all these crops to germinate. We have access to organic, things that we can use to grow the farm. And if you are not thinking of agriculture now, please quote me anywhere. Quote me anywhere. If you are not thinking of agriculture now, you are not thinking the next thing that is in this generation. You see, when you talk about tech, you talk about agriculture, you talk about services, you are not thinking in the right direction. If there's any investment you need to be thinking of now, is to think of agriculture. And one of the things we'll be doing is to in some level of sensitization and campaign, but let me call it advocacy, to begin to challenge people in government, from the local government to the state government to the federal government, that they need to come up with a strategy of that will enable people to go into agriculture. You understand? Just like we will be doing sensitization on health, sensitization on this, we come on national broadcast to begin to sensitize people to go into agriculture, to begin to sensitize people to go into non-oil exports. And one of the non-oil exports where those resources will be gotten from what? Agriculture. And that is the truth. Let me tell you, agriculture is the only real business. Only real business. You know why agriculture is the only real business? The reason is because agriculture is the only business that you put one in the ground and to bring out many, all things being equal, you will harvest more. And you don't need any kind of technical knowledge, all those big setup and this and that. That is just how agriculture looks like. You can approach it in different ways, just like this A.R.E concept that we are setting up. This A.R.E concept that we are setting up, why did we do this? We are bringing people together that will encourage themselves to invest in agriculture, that will put their funds together to invest in agriculture, that will put their expertise together to invest in agriculture. And we are setting up an agric estate where people can come together. They can leverage on the facility that is there. Those facilities, if you want to do it by yourself, you're going to spend very big, huge amount of money. You're going to spend huge amount of money. And because of this, people are discouraged. They look at it that if I want to start now, I have to invest so big money. I have to do this. I don't have the expertise. I don't have the time. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I am working. I can't quit my 9-to-5 job or 8-to-4 job, things like that. But that is a problem we have solved by introducing the A.R.E. A.R.E is a concept of agric, which stands for A, the real estate, which stands for R, and the E, which is the export. Let me tell you, all the problem you can envisage has been solved. It's a corporate setup, it's a corporate organization, it is managed and promoted by Goodmost Investment Limited, which happens to be the MD of Goodmost Investment Limited. And the company is ready to give support to anyone that is ready to go into agriculture. We'll give you support in the area of the agric land management, that's crop management. Crop management, we'll give you support in that. We'll give you support to that. Number two, when it comes to the real estate aspect of it, you got your back. And let me tell you, a lot of people are looking for where to buy genuine land, where there is no encumbrance. They want to buy genuine land where there is no encumbrance, where they know that this land is safe. Nobody will collect the land from me. Nobody will seize the land. You know, they want to buy land that already have documents from the government. And to the glory of God, are land that you can buy. They have documents with the government. They are registered land. It has what? It has a registered survey. It has a registered survey. And let me also tell you that we have our C of O in view. We have our C of O. You can go to the base map, check it, and you will find it there. You can confirm from every government authority, and you will discover that the land belongs to Goodmost Investment Limited. Currently now we have up to 400 acres. We have up to 400 acres that we are giving out to people that are interested in farming. You just need to, buy the land at a token fee. Very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. You buy the land, and when you buy the land, we help you to manage it. Once we will help you to manage it, we have our farm workers, we have our farm house, we have our machines that we have invested in, we have everything that you need to succeed. We have everything that we need to succeed. And when it comes to the time that the harvest is ready, you can come over, send somebody to see how they are harvesting your crop and how it is going. We also help you to sell it into the international market. We have, for a start, we are starting with ugu. We are also developing a package in oil palm. We are developing package in ginger, and we are developing other packages. We also have cow to currency, whereby people buy cows. We help them to raise the cow. And we have chicken to currencies, where people coming with their funds, they have a poultry, and once they have a poultry, we manage. You can buy, let's say you have you want to buy 1,000 birds, you want to buy 2,000 birds, you want to buy 500 birds, you want to buy 300 birds. We come together. People, instead of you setting it up alone, and you are the only one running the cost to be shared on those who are coming in to invest into it. If you are coming with 500 birds of chicken, you can come in and you can also buy the land. When you buy the land, at the end of the day, you develop what you want to, you tell us what you want to do in it, we give you support, or we advise you on what to do. The product to plant. We also advise, we also help you to manage. And at the end of it all, we have our market where we sell it to. Like for instance now, if you engage in our chicken to currency, we come together, you buy 500 birds, or we engage in you buy 1,000 birds. We have a ready market. Like part of the portfolio of the global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, is A.R.E Farmers Market. A.R.E Farmers Market. There is one at Abraham Adesanya at Lekki. Then there is another big one that is being constructed in Abuja at the moment. It's an investment that worth more than $50 million. $50 $50 million. It works up to that. And this is the market that will be buying off your chicken from you. It will buy it off provided it is raised organically, which is a method that we are using. Even the cow to currency. At this farmers market, we offtake all the the cows. We also have farm to church. That this is all the product. We have synergy with every church in our locality, and we already planning to set up an app whereby everybody can go make an order. When they make an order, we send the order to those churches on Sundays, we sell to them. So therefore, these things are packages, they are investment opportunities that you can put your money into, and you'll be able to monitor it. You can come around the farm, monitor it once in a while. You can come twice a month to see how your crop, how everything is going. Once you come there, you see it, you monitor it. It's an open deal, a very, very open deal. There is nothing hidden in the deal. Immediately you buy your land, we do allocation, and you pay the necessary documentation fee. We give you your document, you have your document, the land belongs to you. And being that leveraging on the reputation of the global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, we will always protect your interests in the in your ownership of the land. You own the land, and as the land, activities are generated around the land increases in value, and thereby giving you the opportunity to do land banking. That means your land appreciates with time. If you want to sell later, you sell it more. But the major opportunities there is the opportunity for agric activities, the agricultural activities, agricultural investment, which can, all those products or farm produce can be sold in the international market. And when we talk about the export aspect of it, let me tell you, if you are not selling globally, you are shortchanging yourself. Let me give you this example. Let me read this out. The background of the study that gave birth to A.R.E. Nigeria is blessed with huge physical, human, and natural resources. We have a very huge physical, human, and natural resources endowment. Yet, the majority of its population live below both the absolute and relative poverty line. The national survey conducted between 2003 and 2004 shows that slightly above half of the population, 51.6%, live below $1 per day, US $1 per day. And the relative national poverty incidence was found to be 54.4%. From what? This data was gotten from the National Bureau of Statistics, that's the NBS. However, the most current human development report by the United Nations Development Programme shows that about 64.4 and 83.7% of the population live below $1.25, $1.25 to $2 a day, respectively. You can imagine the poverty line, 64.4 and 83.1. 64.4 live below what? $1.25. They live below $1.25. And at the end of the day, 83.7 live below $2. They are living below $2. Now, this poverty situation is worse in the rural area where over 70% of the people reside and earn their living, in all these peasant farmer. In fact, the land we bought over was a community that has been deserted. It's like we make our global president, we are going to make our global president the Oba, the king of that place. We need to begin to push that now. My ambassador, you need to be prepared to be the king, because we bought a whole community. Or You go and install a king there. You have to install a king. We have to begin to think now
I
in a
nominate you,
global
sir.
cluster.
I nominate you, sir.
No, 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 I don't want to be a king of a village. Let us do election on the global
Okay,
cluster.
maybe we'll nominate Asiwaju
Uh-huh.
Gaza.
We want a king because we bought a whole community and we need to be the one that will determine who is the king and who should be the head of that community. You know? So you can imagine that's a whole community that we bought over. We bought over a whole community, and with that in mind, we are dividing activities in that environment. Imagine 400 people coming together to do farming and generating it in large scale, and we are putting that resources together, we are putting our expertise into it, and we are putting those funds together, and we are able to generate more. You know, therefore, the persistence of hunger and poverty in Nigeria must be, to a large extent, the failure of the agricultural sector to fully impact positively on people. You see, agricultural sector has been undermined. It has been undermined, it has been bastardized, it has been neglected, it has been left to die. It's now in the level of, it's now in comatose, it's unconscious. And there is a need with this kind of concept, A.R.E, to start an advocacy to revive agricultural sector. As this program will be going on every week, we plan in the course of the time to bring in people like commissioner for agriculture, bring in ministers for agriculture, bring in bank of agriculture, bring in bank of industries, bring in every stakeholders, bring in NEPC, Nigeria Export Promotion Council, and DG, the Director General. We bring in the quarantine, we bring in the customs, we come tell them to come and talk to our people, our audience, so that people will know that the government is really backing up this initiative. It's a very great initiative, and while it is starting now, I am encouraging you, don't sleep over it. Don't sleep over it. There was a document we just got recently over that land, and it's going to make the price to increase. It's going to make the price to increase. I think we started with an acre was 1.8 million naira. For now, an acre is 2.5 million naira. And as the acre is 2.5 million naira, the document is out now. We are ready to review the price, because it is not small money that we are using to get all these documents. We are investing so much money into getting all these documents. You don't have problem of documentation. You see, everything that should discourage you from investing into it, we are already solving that problem. We are already solving that problem, and we are ready to face food security in Nigeria and Africa. We are ready to work with the government organization. You see, this project A.R.E, this initiative, is still going to be adopted by the government. This initiative will go to the level that it will be taught either as a certificate or diploma program in the Nigerian university, whereby they need to understand this concept and see that this concept is the bailout that our economy needs. It's going to revive Nigeria economy. It's going to increase the wealth of people. It's going to create employment. And we are advocating to everywhere with like almost 2 or 3 honorables. I think was it 2 honorables or 3? I can't really say it exactly. That we pitch the concept of the A.R.E to them, and they say they are into it. They are into it. What did we tell them? We told them, buy 20 acres, buy 30 acres, give people seeds, give them fertilizers, give them whatever. Let your council, let your constituency buy it, and let them give it to people to engage the youth. You can see how we are using this project A.R.E to tackle unemployment. We are using it to tackle unemployment. And at the same time, we are using it to increase the wealth of people. You know, There was an economist that said, he said for government to be able to deal with deflation, to deal with a stagnation of an economy, to deal with stagflation, or to deal with deflation, he said the easiest way is to generate enough commercial activities, economic activities, even if it means that the government will engage some people to dig the ground and also engage some other people to cover the ground where they have dug. The government has to keep generating activities that is what that people will earn from. You can see that. Now we are creating wealth and inviting people to join the wealth. We are also creating employment, talking to major stakeholders. If you are here, you can see that you own an NGO. Your NGO can come up with 10 acres. And when your NGO comes up with 10 acres, what is going to happen? You can share 3 acres to people, you share to 20 youths, you engage them. You are taking 20 youths out of the streets. Imagine if this project can take up to, let's say, 100, 200 youths, 300 youths that have the potential of contributing a very strong threat to our economy. And we take them off, we give them employment, we empower them, and they get busy. They will not have time for any kind of criminal activities. They will not have time for any kind of criminal activities. And we're going to what? Increase employment. And for those that are also investing, you are increasing your wealth. You sit back, we manage for you with our platform. And when the harvest comes, we sell to the international market. This project A.R.E, it's coming at a timely time. And I am encouraging each and every one that is here, to key into this project A.R.E. Buy the land, subscribe to the farm management, and allow us to help you sell. We have off-takers in the UK, we have off-takers in Europe, we have off-takers in US. And I want to assure you that this is the best investment package you can invest in 2025 that can give you a very high return on investment. You own your land. Remember, when you key into the project, you buy the land, you own the land. If the land appreciates from 2.5 million that you buy 1 acre, if the land appreciates from there, you can, if it appreciates to 6 million to 7 million and things like that, you own the profit. Nobody can collect it from you. You can sell it later. You can buy it to keep money. You can buy it to keep money. You can buy it as a future investment. I've seen somebody that bought series of land that says when the children are ready to study abroad, he will start selling the land. And he kept doing that. That was how he sent all the children to study abroad. He sent all the children to study abroad by buying lands like that, kept it, and when it is time, he sold. He started selling those land, sell the building, and he was able to send the children abroad. Agriculture plays a cardinal role in Nigeria economy, contributing the greatest share to the national gross domestic product. For instance, in 2008, agriculture contribution to total real GDP was 42.0%, with crop, livestock, forestry, fishery accounted for the what? The 37.52. That's crop was 37.52. Then livestock was 2.65. Forestry 1 point, then fishery was 0 point. But you discover that crop, those are the variables: the crop, the livestock, the forestry, the fishery, and so on and so forth, respectively. If you go to the CBN bulletin, if you want to confirm this claim, you go to the CBN bulletin, or you go to National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, go to their website, or you just go to Google Just Google CBN bulletin, Central Bank of Nigeria bulletin. You would see data about agriculture. Check all those data, check all those agric exports. You will see that there is money, there is serious money in agriculture, there is serious money in exportation of agricultural products. There is serious money. Check the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics website. You will get more information from there. Now, this implies that the crop subsector contributes 89.2% of agriculture GDP. Further, agriculture generates employment for over 70% of the total labor force. Do you know that agriculture has it has the capacity to generate employment? It has the capacity to generate employment. Now imagine if such an activity is going on 400 acres. Imagine the kind of employment that is going to generate. Imagine the kind of employment that is going to generate, number one. Number two, imagine the kind of wealth that is going to generate for the business investors. Imagine how our GDP will go a very, very long way to do what? To go up. Now, you discover that what? Agriculture generates raw materials for industries. Agriculture generates raw materials for industries. If this agriculture, we harness it very well, you discover that all the raw materials, majority of the raw materials that are needed for our industrial activities will be generated here. You generate cocoa, you generate oil palm, you generate the cashew nuts, you generate the vegetable, you generate ugu, you generate this, you plant rubber, you plant all those things. At the moment now, you see there are a lot of things that are happening. This is the best time you can invest in that A.R.E. It's not as if I'm trying to make mouth. There's a particular negotiation we are doing now. The negotiation is this. We are into Indonesia oil palm negotiation with the Indonesian government. We are trying to seal that deal, that Indonesia oil palm agreement that Indonesia government has with Nigeria. We are trying to seal that arrangement. And how does that arrangement work? That arrangement works in this way. If you own the land, we aggregate the land together, we talk to them, they use the land, we go into JV, that's joint venture. As they will come, they bring their tractor, they use everything, they just come on the land, then we share it in a percentage, the profit. And that is just the truth. It's a JV. It's a joint ventures. We are currently engaging in the negotiation of the Indonesia oil palm agreement with the Indonesian government. And by the time this kind of negotiation is done now and we have concluded it, imagine the value that the land you have bought now is going to cost. Do you get it now? The value will go up. Now, Nigeria's agricultural performance in recent times remain inadequate and far less than this potential. Food demand exceeds the supply, thus leading to large importation of food. You see, importation is a cost to our nation. Importation, we need to do more exportation to which further erodes the economy, foreign exchange. You see, there are variables. I am an economist. There are variables that affect the economy. One of the variables is the foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange market, because Nigeria is much more dependent on foreign made goods. A little challenge with the foreign exchange of Nigeria with inflation. And by the time we engage in agriculture, we do more of export, we earn more foreign exchange. It should be able to create a a kind of support to the Nigerian foreign exchange earnings. It's going to contribute to it in a way that our naira will be balanced, and that is it. It's going to contribute to it in a way. Imagine engaging in agriculture. You are not just engaging in agriculture, you are engaging in agriculture to sell it in the international market, sell those ones we can sell in the local market to address food security and the likes. In fact, we have an international company that is negotiating with us at the moment, that they told us they need 58 hectares out of our land. They need 58 hectares. Don't sleep over it. You might wake up tomorrow and will tell you that that is sold out. It's really selling out. We can just tell you that is sold out. Start now, buy now, buy now. And that is the truth. Start now and buy now. You know, and that is it. You see, agriculture is the way to go. Agriculture is the way to go. Now, let me quickly run us through a target that we take home today. Now, let's want to take company over. You want to take your company over. Now, listen to this very well. The first thing you need to do is to register the company. Register the company not as a sole proprietor, not as a one-man business. Register it as a limited company. You register it as a limited company or a limited partnership. You register it as partnership, you register it as a limited company, or you register it as a cooperative. You need to register it with the affairs of Nigeria. You register it. Number two is that you need to have your export certificate. You need to have export certificate to get it from the Nigeria Export Promotion Council. You need to get your export certificate. Then number three that you need to do, depending on the product that you are exporting, you need to get some certifications. You need to get some certifications. Sometimes NAFDAC will tell you, okay, you want to, you need to get certification from them. SON, Standard Organization of Nigeria, they tell you you need to get a certification from them. And other like A.R.E may tell you to get certification from them. You understand? Now, let us now move further. After all this certification, which destination are you doing business in? Is it US? Is it Canada? Is it UK? You need to understand what is called market potential of the product. Market potential of the product you are engaging in. What is the market potential? You need to do the market survey. You need to do market analysis. You need to do the survey. You need to analyze the product. You need to look at the market potential of the product. Then after the market potential is you now look at what is called market access. Market access. Now, market access are the things you need to meet up with the standard of that country. The standard of that country. Like in the UK now, when you are dealing with agricultural product, you need two things. You need DIFRA. You need DIFRA certificate. You need to register with DIFRA. Then two, you need to what? Have E.O.R.I. That's Economic Operator Registration Identification. All these things we have. We have all these things. And let me tell you that with all these things, you are safe operating with us. And the problem that A.R.E has solved is that all these licenses, certification, and documents, we have it. So if you come to us, you buy the land, you pay management fee, you don't need to bother yourself with all this documentation. In fact, we have the certification for vegetables from Nigeria Agricultural Quarantine Service. Anything you are exporting from Nigeria has to have NAQS certificate, export certificate, has to be backed and be accompanied by NAQS certificate, export certificate. All these things we have. And I am telling you that you can as well go ahead. You can look at it that you want to get your license. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. But, you know, keying and operating on the platform of the A.R.E gives you the opportunity to make use of our licenses without, racking your brain of how to get your own license. You are safe in our hands, and we can always go together. So I've mentioned to you, you can just go ahead, register your company. But when you are registering your company with the CAC, for you to be able to use it as an export company, export must be in the clause and objective of the business. Export must be in the clause and objective of the business. You can't register a company before for fashion designing, and when you register it for fashion designing and you say you want to now use it for export, it might be very difficult for you to repatriate your foreign earnings if you are using it for export. Remember that when you are selling in the international market, you need to register with on the trade platform of Nigeria, and there is a form called NSP form. There are a lot of other forms you have to fill, because if you are doing exportation and you take a product out of Nigeria, the proceeds of that product must come back into Nigeria, or else if it did not come back to Nigeria and the government discovers it, the government will block you from using that name to export again. And the implication is that if you export without the government giving you some certain document, when your goods get to the destination country, the custom of that country will ask you for some documents. And if you are not able to get that document from the government of your country, your goods or your commodity will be seized over there, and it will be seized. You will now be told to ship it back home, or you pay for them to help you to destroy it. You can see it's costly, so it's better you repatriate the money back to Nigeria. Anything you are declaring on the NSP form, on the, there is a particular place we call the single goods declaration, portal. Is a portal where you declare what you are exporting, and when you come back, there is an export proceed account that you are going to open, that the money will come into. And once the money come into that account, then you will be able to what? You will be able to now exchange the money, and the money goes to the CBN. There is a way it works, and that is the reason the government is after, all these things. But by the grace of God, as we bring this to an end, I want to encourage you, invite your family and friends, 12 noon next week Thursday. 12 noon next week Thursday. I will be teaching how to start portfolio exportation. Portfolio exportation. There's something called portfolio exportation. Portfolio exportation is exportation that does not require much documentation. You can start that portfolio exportation. By the time you do that portfolio exportation, it's not as if it will yield more money, big money like that, but at least you can start from somewhere. You can start from somewhere, and I will explain to you what is meant by portfolio exportation. You see, in the export business, there are a lot of things you can do. There are a lot of business opportunity. It is what you know and what you see that you can talk about. So next week, we are going to be talking about portfolio exportation, whereby you do mini exportation. I will explain it, then I will give room for people to ask questions. So for the A.R.E, you can always, you can invest in this. It's still evolving for now. As it is evolving for now, please kindly take advantage of it. And I want to assure you, this is the best investment that will give you higher return on investment in 2025. So I would like to stop here to allow people to give their submission, and more so to allow people to ask questions. Thank you very much. I remain Dr. Sheyi. Makinde, the 001, the A.R.E concept of the global clusters. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity, my Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, the global president. Thank you. Over to you, my global president. Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, are you there? Please, if you have a submission, you can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and give us your submission. If you have questions, you can ask your questions. We are waiting to receive questions. We are waiting to receive questions.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, glad to hear from
Thank you
you.
for this. Thank you, sir. And I want to say a very big thank you to Ambassador Adekunle for this initiative. In fact, he has been doing a lot for us in global clusters because he has made it a great community of diverse people all over the world, and also the connections that he has been bringing in for us as a community. And sir, Dr. Sheyi, I want to say very big thank you also for this initiative and how far you have gone with the agric and real estate department. I want to say very big thank you. Sir, I want to ask because I've been trying to like introduce the land and also telling people about the benefits that they can derive. That is not only buying the land, that the land, even you will invest like they doing agric on it, planting and doing diverse things on it. At the end of the day, you will earn your money in dollars, blah, blah, blah. And even at the long run, maybe in 6 years' time, you want to sell it, you want to do anything, it's still your own, even you buying it. But they are like, you just, people, they just cajole you, they will bring you in. At the end of the day, it is not what they said that they will come out with. Like, okay, fine, if they should plant the ugu like you said, do you know how much they will be earning and what will they be giving you? And apart from that, you will pay because I told them that if you want them to help you plant on it, you will also have to pay 250, and that 250 is for those workers. Am I right? Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes.
That the 250 is for the workers, because it's not possible you sit back at home doing nothing while people are on the farm working for you and you will not have to pay them. You will have to pay something. There's a price to always pay to greatness. So I told them like that 250, apart from you buying the land, you will still pay that 250 is for those working on the farm and all the lights. So they are not like, okay, fine, that 250, you are buying the land, you still pay 250. And also after farming and everything, when they want to share the proceeds, you don't know exactly how much they got from the land, as in from the proceeds and all. I said, well, all I know is that I want to believe I'm investing. I don't want to know how much. It's not that I don't want to know how much they are making there, but at least the money is not that maybe I've squandered it. At least I tied it down to something important, because I believe land do appreciate. It doesn't depreciate, it appreciates. So I believe my money is still working for me, because you can't say that those that are working on the farm, they will not have their own what's it called, their own pay from it. Them, even that they are working, they will feed and all. I just try to explain to them, but they are just trying to like, no, this thing I don't think is a good one. But I said, well, this, and even the company as in the global clusters, I believe they are right, and I can trust them, because I said I've been into so many investments. At the end of the day, it was not what they said. I said, yes, it's true. I too have done so many investments. It's not like that, but these people, I want you to trust them, and because I trust them, I believe them, because all what they are saying, and even in the platform place that they've also introduced us to, as in all the things that they've introduced in the community, I think is a good one. Is a good investment that they should do it, but they will just try to like look for one thing to like call it that.
Sorry, let me come in.
Okay.
Yeah, you can mute yourself so that
Okay.
you will be bouncing back. Okay, let me come in.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Please mute yourself.
I think so.
Okay, so this is the truth of the matter. This is the truth of the matter. You see, from time immemorial, people had always been scared of investment. You understand? Many are called, few are chosen. That's the reason you see that you don't have so many rich people. There are fewer rich people. Number one. It's not everybody that can take risk. And we know how the country is and things that people have experienced. So it's not a surprise that people might say, be careful and things like that. That's that. That's number one. And the best thing you can do is that you do your own investment. When you make whatever you are making from it, show it as a proof to them. That is that. Then number two that I would say about this, your contribution is, you see, I said it while I was presenting. I said, before harvest is done, information will go out to every investor. Either you come or you send somebody to be a witness to what is harvested on your farm. Come, pay, we do allocation, we put a sign for you of this is your farm. You can see what is done there. And once you see it, once it is being harvested, everything we do is done in kg. There is a standard kg of harvest per acre. There's always a standard kg. In fact, go to Google and go and start search how many, or use AI, ask questions, how many bunch of this thing can I get from 1 acre of this and that. That is, you will get a response. Then transaction documents can also be verifiable. Transaction document can also be verifiable. And once it is done, the transaction is done, there is always, okay, let's assume from your 1 acre that you bought, you are able to get 600 kg of harvest. And that 600 kg of harvest that we get, and per kg is, let's say, $10. Now 600 times 10 is 6,000. Is it not something that is easy to calculate? It's very easy to calculate. Now, on 1 acre, if you do an acre of ginger, there is a range of kg per harvest, tons per harvest that you can get on 1 acre. If you do oil palm, there is a quantity, a range, okay, you can say, okay, from 800 to 1,200. You understand? You have a range like that you can get. If you do 1 hectare of cocoa, you have a range like 450 to 650 kg. You can calculate it. It's something that you can calculate, you can have the foreknowledge while you are investing. So once you have the foreknowledge and the transaction is done, payment is done, you know the payment per kg. And with that payment per kg, there's an agreement that is signed 70-30. You take 70%, 30% for management, logistics, and every other thing. Do you get it now? So that is how it works. It's just that a lot of you don't have knowledge of how those things works. We are not telling you to come and give us your money and totally sleep off in your house. What we are telling you is that the first stage is to buy the land. The land belongs to you. After all, we can't reduce your land. Your land is your land. You can do your corner piece there. You can do your whatever uh, 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 boundary there. You can do your boundary there. You get. And once you do your boundary there, you know where your land is. We have a farmhouse we are building there already. The farmland is house is almost completed. When you come over there, you sit there, you check your crop, even if it is once or twice a month, come and check it. We do not say, don't come, don't you. We are doing it behind you. No, you can participate in monitoring. You can participate by coming to check. And don't forget, there are standard range of kg per acre. Ask anybody, you can do that standard range for you to see per acre. You own your crop, you own your land, you own your profits, your sales per profit, and that is it. Then the truth of the matter is this. I want to say a proverb in Yoruba, and I will interpret it in English. The proverb is, Ọ̀bùn ọkọ ti rọ̀ mọ́, tó nítorí ọkọ òun kú lòun ò ṣe wẹ̀ láti ìjẹta. A dirty person that say because the husband died, that's the reason he has not bathed for the past 3 days. The person is dirty. It's not as if the person is because of the husband. An investor will be an investor. Even for us, that we went to a place and buy 400 acres and we stake in everything, despite our level of connection, our level of strength, it's a risk, a big risk. But we're able to surmount the risk. There is nobody that engages in business that is not taking a risk. You are planting, you have your land, nobody takes your land from you. And whatever you plant on the land belongs to you. It belongs to you. You can monitor it, you can check it, you can come see what we are doing. In fact, in the nearest future, one of the things we want to do is on your 1 acre, you can decide to plan to build there. Imagine when people buy 400 acres and 400 people build in that place, and it becomes an agri-tourism area. Agri-tourism area where people come, they learn about A.R.E, they learn about exportation, they come, you understand, to the environment to see how they get this one done, how they get that one done. We do a lot of training, we empower people with knowledge and the likes. You get. And at the end of the day, if you decide later in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years to sell the land must have appreciated. You own your land. So after explaining all this to someone and that person did not still believe in it, the best thing is to move on with your own activities. Once you move on with your activities and you get results, show them your results. By then, the land would have been much more expensive. Maybe they will even be buying from you and you'll be selling one plot for 1 million to them, or selling one plot for 1.5 million naira to them. You understand? Maybe they will be buying from you. So there are some businesses that are for early birds. They call them early birds. The business is for early birds, people that are able to tap into the business, and that is it. So I think I've been able to answer this your question, and if you feel I still need to answer more, you can unmute yourself and make a comment. Our time is fast spent. We allow one more person to give us a submission or to make a comment or to ask questions. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, doctor.
Good afternoon. Mama Eko. Well done, ma.
Good afternoon, sir. Dr. Makinde himself. Good afternoon, sir. Ambassador Adekunle, our 001 Global Clusters Worldwide. I just want to say a big thank you to Dr. Makinde. I always say it that I give thanks to God for bringing me in contact with these two wonderful people in life. Honestly speaking, it would not have been better. If you have listened to Dr. Makinde today, you will see intelligence, you will see technical know-how.
Thank you very much.
You will see familiarity to what he's saying, what he's doing, and you will see expertise, from the expert's angle. And you see total commitment, and you see that a lot of study has been made. I want to salute your courage, Dr. Makinde, and I dot my cap for you, because I'm an intellect too, and when I see one speaking, I'm quick to understand. Well done, sir. To Ambassador who has given us this opportunity again and again. Honestly speaking, people are missing a lot. This is what people pay money for, to go and listen to. But here we are, especially in the area of agriculture. I am so much interested, even for my own self, for my own person, because in the next 10 years to come, agriculture would have taken over the exports, well. This oil well now is gradually drying down. Agriculture would have taken over. So if this type of opportunity has been brought for us, I think everyone should embrace it. I think we should all tell it. As I was listening, sir, I was also sharing with my people. I was also sharing as reminder to those that, have shown interest before. And some of them are responding already, because I know that some of them, it's not that they are not interested. Some of them are looking for money. And I was telling them you can even pay it, in installments. So this is a great and rare opportunity, because even the real estate world, fine, it's a great one, but people are actually diversifying to agriculture. Now, I give you an instance, doctor. My hometown, my late father's land, he had, and maybe he still has or had, I don't know, because it's late now. But I think he left it for the children. It's just a piece of land, though I know that land will be over an acre. I don't know, because they don't quantify that, but I've been there with him. I was with him when I was at home schooling there, when he came to plant the cocoa, and these agri people came to plant it for him. I went with them to the farm. I was actually a farm girl. I was always in the farm with them. So the cocoa there, when he was planting, it was just like to me as a young girl there, as a young baby, like, what is this all about? Baba died. Even before he left, he had been reaping from that. But now, doctor, do you know that suddenly now cocoa is like gold now? Cocoa is like gold now. Now, a kilo of cocoa now is going for almost 100 and something thousand, just a kilo. And in a ton of cocoa, in a ton, you see an uncountable number of kilos they will get there. So cocoa, suddenly, because at the time it dropped, but suddenly now cocoa is picking up because the oil is actually dead. And now people are making millions from cocoa now from the West. And so my own, as an example, they were bringing token money for the family before. But since last year now, in fact, a place where they used to bring like 60,000 before, last year, the person in charge for us made sure they paid almost 200,000. And as at this year, he's saying that they cannot bring that, they are bringing almost 400,000. And this is just a piece of the land. So what am I saying? Inside there, we had kola nut, we even had rubber trees that they used to cut to build houses. So I think agriculture is, in fact, I am interested. I just pray God will help me. I really want to get as many acres as possible for myself. Because I know in the next decade, agri could have taken people far. Just like the real estate came suddenly and took some people very high now, in substance, in finance. And it's already dropping. But now, agri is moving. So I want to urge everyone, those of us on this call today, on this meeting, I thank God for your life. See, even if we are 4 or we are 5, sincerely speaking, 4 or 5 of us can bring hundreds of people. And this will go viral because we are going to share to everyone. And what Dr. Makinde has taught us today, or has exposed our eyes to, is our mind. So it's something that everybody, even captains of industries, we want to listen to. So we want this to go viral, whoever is in charge of the review. And I want to encourage us to make sure that we not only invest for ourselves, we should invest for our children in their names, just like he said. Wise parents in about 20 years ago bought houses in their children's name, bought lands in their children's name. Today, those children are those children you see that they are just living big, like they are not struggling because legacy and wealth have been created for them. So I want us to take this seriously and intensify efforts to bring buyers. All of them, if you talk to 20 people, there's no way. All of them cannot probably, oblige. All of them cannot probably accept. But at least out of 20, at least 1 or 2 will come up. If 1 or 2 can come up monthly for us, it's something. And aside the commission, we are getting commission too. So the land is still going now, and the time is coming that this land will be gone. So as many of us that have the opportunities to invest there and to bring our relatives, everyone to come and invest, please, let's do. And I know I've worked with Dr. Seyi Makinde. I've worked with Ambassador Adekunle Patmos, and that is why I can stand anywhere. If they ask who knows the both of them more, I'm the one. And that's why I can say that whenever they are doing something, they are committed. Ambassador is committed to anything he's doing to the core. Dr. Adekunle is committed to, Seyi Makinde is committed to what he's doing. He started this thing long time ago. He has been saying it, and he eventually, got it eventually. So what am I saying? What we are doing here is real. I've been to the farmland myself with even among me, we were there together, and that was at the teaching stage. And now the farmhouse is almost completed. The bowl is drilled, and work is going on daily. Honestly, I want to be part of the force that will get profit from that land. So let us put in all efforts. What they are saying is real here, and part of it is real. Anything we do here is real. And God will bless us. Please let us key into it. Thank you so much, Dr. Makinde Seyi. I dot my cap for you once again. Thank you so much for the opportunity. God bless you, Ambassador. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome, Mama Eko. Welcome, ma. Like we always, jocularly call her Mama Eko. Thank you for your submission. And let me just say something to you. On 1 hectare is 2.5 acres of cocoa farmland. You can get between 450 to 600 kg. You can get between 450 to 600 kg. Now, let's take the base minimum value. Multiply 450. 1 kg, as at the last time I checked, that was almost 2 months ago, it was 12,500. Now multiply 12,500 times 450. Multiply, let's do the arithmetic. Let's do the arithmetic. Let's do the arithmetic. Sorry, please. Let's do the arithmetic. I just want to give an exact value. Give an exact value. That's 450 times 12,500. That's on 2.5 acres. You make 5,625,000. That's on cocoa. You have 2.5 acres. Now, if you say you have 1 acre, divide this by 2 points. Divide this by equals divided by 2.5. That means on 1 acre, you make 2,250,000 from the proceed from 1 acre. You can imagine that. You can imagine that. The truth of the matter is, don't underestimate anything agricultural investment. Like I calculated to you now, I gave you a range that is going for. There is, if you come to ask us questions like, on my 1 acre, how much is this thing being sold? You will discover that there is what is called commodity exchange market. There are daily prices that are quoted on commodity exchange market, COMEX. There are daily prices that you can use to get ranges of prices. You get. So there is no abracadabra. There is no hidden charges. There is no, anything like that. What I just want you to know is that if you don't understand something, feel free to approach us and ask questions. And that is just the truth of the matter. This investment, there will be a time some people will cry that if I had known, I would have invested into it. And that's it. If I had known, I would have invested into it. They are talking about it. They are this, they are that. Goodmon's Investment Limited is a reputable company. You are not buying from me. You are not buying from Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. You are buying from Goodmon's Investment Limited. You can test us and find out that the proof is real. And by the grace of God, before the program of next week, we'll have put up some videos, some short clips that you can see about the farm. You'll be able to see the videos about the farm. And even in the group chat, we're going to send some videos there of the farm for you to see the workers working and all those things. And by the grace of God, we will grow and succeed together. Thank you. He is the global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. Are you online so that I can just round up the session? Are you there?
Yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Shea Kinde. Thank you, everyone that has contributed into this great section. Thank you very much. The A.R.E concept and meeting has started today, and every Thursday by 12 p.m. Nigerian time to 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. we should be here today. Because of the network glitch, we're spending a bit of time to you know to on the call today, and we'll be rounding up by saying, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or upcoming professionals, technocrats or upcoming technocrats. Oh, somebody is coming up. Okay, I'll allow you shortly. Entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power, accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determines what we collect. We are not just a social media platform with a marketplace with instant monetization. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. If you want to be part of us, you can go to the Play Store and download the Global Clusters. This is one of our great concepts to promote food security. Having said that, hello, Mr. Olufumilayo, please. Kindly talk to us, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, my
Perfect
able
afternoon.
ambassador
Yes,
and my wonderful presenter, Dr. Shea Makinde, and the
yes.
excellent assistant. Yeah, what Doctor have said is a go-go area. It's not a no-go, it's a go-go area. Because I can say that from my background, I'm prone to this. But the only area that is affecting almost everybody is how is the security of that environment if people ask us, knowing fully well that the activity of these Fulani headers and what they call their names. So in the course of agriculture, because they are a menace to agricultural and activities in Nigeria today, especially in this our location. What do we have in place? Because I'm saying we because I'm part of it now. What do you have in place, to secure the farm for the investors and will-be investors in the course of talking to our will-be investor to come and invest in the project? Thank you.
Okay, yeah. The truth of the matter is this: the Fulanis, herdsmen, they are everywhere. But the truth of the matter is this: before you start farming anywhere, especially when you are into farming in large scale like this, what we have done is to meet the Fulani head of that place to invite them to the nearest police station. You take them to the nearest police station, you go and do agreement. Because one of the things they always do or they always say is that they will tell anybody that they don't know that that place is a farm. And that's the reason their cow enters the place. And it is not possible that somebody bring cow from outside and come and graze in that area. It is the Fulani people that are there. We know those people that have the cow. So the major thing is that you go into discussion, negotiation, and agreement with them that they will not get there. That's number one. Number two is that we have farm workers there that are there during the day. And number three is that as the day goes by, we are in discussion with the Joint Task Force to register with them to give us some of their men that will be there from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. the following day to guard the farm. So we have all those security architectures on ground, which is first of all, the Fulani that has cows in that area, when we go to the nearest police station, we invite them, we discuss at the police station. They will sign an agreement that their cow will not enter the farm. And if peradventure is now ended up that it enter the farm, we quantify whatever that is damaged, they will have to pay. I've seen a case whereby a Fulani mistakenly allowed the cow to enter a farm and they are not paying immediately. They took their cow. to the police station. Until they paid, they didn't release like 5 cows. You understand? So that is how it works. And we are not alone in that place. We are engaging all stakeholders, people that matter, and we are like having a kind of community engagement. So it's a very big investment we are getting into, and we are engaging all hands on deck. We are making sure that all hands are on deck. The police, in fact, if it gets to the stage that we involve the commissioner of police, we involve the commissioner of police. You understand? So those are the things we have in place to be able to tackle that challenge. I think I've been able to answer your question, Mr. Olufunmilayo. Have I been able to answer your question?
Yeah, thank you. But we will discuss later, sir, for
Okay.
another additional one too. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Having said that, our time is fast spent, but I want everyone to note that this meeting will be just for 1 hour. Today, our time is fast spent because of the network glitches, and let's prepare for the next meeting that we'll be having by 5 to 6. That is the accurate connection revolution. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.